Hey tennis fans, I'm here at the Wilson event for the Guinness Book of World Records for the most people to bounce a ball in one place. I'm here with the leader and coordinator of the whole thing. Can you tell me about how this all started up, where the idea came from?
Sure. Well, this is a record that's been around for more than 5 years. It's been 5 years since the last person that said it, the last group that said it. So Wilson came to us and said, hey, we'll be at the U.S. Open this year. What do you think about this? And we love the idea, getting kids and their family and friends out here on a gorgeous day for a big event to try and break a world record. What else can you want?
Absolutely. So did you originally talk to Tracy about doing this? Was it kind of her idea?
Yeah, Tracy came to us as sort of spearheading the Wilson part of it, and we at Guinness World Records always love working with people who are so dedicated as she is, and I've really been talking back and forth with her for more than a month now, planning this and planning Guinness World Records' presence at this event.
Very cool. What do you think about the #1 player in America, Mardy Fish, coming out, and Andrea Petkovic coming out?
It's always awesome. I mean, everyone that attempts a Guinness World Record is incredible, but to then have the added sort of punch of someone that these kids and these people see on TV, they look up to in the tennis world, you can't really beat adding that kind of extra panache to an attempt like this.
Absolutely. And what's the craziest one that you've done yet, that you've been involved in?
The craziest record I've done personally as an adjudicator is probably the highest tightrope crossing on a bicycle, in which a gentleman rode across a tie wire 270 feet in the air above ground, no safety nets or anything. That was a little dangerous. I don't think this one will be quite as dangerous today, but equally exciting. Should be a good one.
Well, thank you so much. Have a great day.
I appreciate it. Thank you. The magic number is 10 seconds. I will give you the starting signal here in just a moment, and then I will count down from 10 so you know exactly how long you have to go. When I say stop, the 10 seconds has passed, and then we'll need our counters, our staff and volunteers, to come here to the front and see me. Very important, when I say go, those 10 seconds begin. Start bouncing those balls, start keeping them up on the racket. In 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds have passed.
All counters and volunteers, please come in for the tally.
Thank you very much. You all did a great job today, and again, thank you for coming out early on a hot day, but it shows the love and the passion you have for tennis, and we're glad to be here to verify this attempt today. Now, previously, the record for the most people bouncing a ball on a tennis racket at the same time was 383, and that was set by a group in the UK almost 5 years ago, September of 2006. But today, with 658 qualifying participants, I'd like to congratulate you all and Wilson for helping organize the new Guinness World Record for the most people bouncing tennis balls at the same time. And to commemorate this achievement, I would like to present to our pros here and the rest of the Wilson folks this Guinness World Record certificate. It's now official. The record is all yours. Congratulations.
Here with Tracy Almeda-Singian, and we are going to talk about the most recent awesome world record that was broken today. Can you tell us about what this was about and what was it before?
Okay, well, I'll just first say I'm completely psyched. Today was amazing. It was a Guinness Book of World Records. We went for the most people bouncing a tennis ball on a tennis racket, doing ups like you do when you first start playing. It was 383 set in the UK. We brought it back to the US. It's 659. It was a lot of kids, mostly kids from ages 12 and under. But we had parents participate. We had some of our pros participate. Mardy Fish was out there. Andrea Petkovic. It was a lot of fun. Did you have a Guinness book when you were a kid?
Absolutely. I've always wanted to be the first person to drink as many Coke bottles as possible. That was always kind of one of my dreams, but then it's kind of dangerous, and yeah, I ended up doing it. But yeah, so what, you always wanted to break a record, and this was, you looked it up and found this?
I saw like most bananas in 1 minute. I thought I could win in an eating contest. That's one of my strengths, is eating. So I thought that would be the way, but I said no. We love tennis. Wilson tennis. We want to get kids into sport. obviously we want kids to get into tennis. It's a great way to have self-confidence, you know, an individual sport. Hopefully we got some new kids started in the game, got some kids interested, gave them a racket and balls, and they're ready to go.
How many rackets did you give out today?
500 rackets, actually more than 500. We advertised 500, but every person pretty much went home with a racket. So we had some extras. I was searching everywhere, high and low. Everybody at Wilson Tennis, I was like, hey, you guys got stuff to give away? And so we found some rackets everywhere, even in the office. We said we have to break the record. We want everyone to go away with something. I was nervous all the way through, and I just couldn't believe the number as it kept increasing, and we got to, you know, 659. So that was excellent. I couldn't have asked for a better thing.
How exactly did you guys calculate it and make sure this was going to be accurate and do all of that?
So we had the turnstiles, and then we also had wristbands, so we were able to keep track through both of those things. Everybody that entered went through the turnstile, and then they were bouncing the balls. So that's how we kept track. And we also had Mike from Guinness himself. He was our judge. And then we also had our ad staff pros. I mean, this really was a community event. It was NYJTL, Make-A-Wish Foundation was there. There was a lot of people involved, and without USTA Eastern, with Michelle Blake and her crew, it just wouldn't be possible. So that's what was great about it too. It grew virally from Facebook and Twitter as well. You guys put it out there, Tennis Now, a great crew. I love you guys. So we had On The Go Tennis, Tennis Panorama, all my social media friends were there, and I think, you know, I like when you can see it all come together with so many people.
Absolutely. How did you get Mardy and Andrea into this?
I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer. You know, Mardy is the #1 U.S. player, and we want to encourage growth of tennis in the U.S. People say that, you know, it's not strong, but I mean, he's top 10 in the world. We've got the #1 U.S. tennis player, Wilson does, and you know, we want to continue to grow tennis and encourage kids to get into this sport. I mean, tennis is the game of a lifetime, and we just want everybody to get into tennis. So that was easy. And then Andrea, of course, her personality, I mean, she's one of the best. She's a fireball. She's so quick and witty. They're two of the wittiest players out there, and really make it fun. So, you know, to have them around the kids was just great. I think they've had a great U.S. Open series. Mardy won the U.S. Open series. And then you have Andrea, who's been on a tear, getting to the semis consistently through the last couple of weeks. So they're both threats to take the title. But, you know, you have Federer, you have Nadal, you have Djokovic, you have a lot of people fighting. So it'll always be a fight to the end.
How about some of the up-and-comers that are coming up in Wilson? You know, we're always following your players, and you guys are always pushing that. What players should we be watching?
That's a great question. Well, we have Lauren Davis, who won the wild card for the U.S. She uses the Blade 98 Pink BLX, and we also have Ala Tomljanovic, Madison Keys, who won the wild card as well. And so she uses the 6'1" 95. Pretty heavy racket for a girl, but she uses the same racket as Mardy Fish does. And then on the guy side, we have Grigor Dimitrov. He's really come about this year. He's already 60 in the world. So, you know, it just depends on how the draw falls out. Get a couple matches under his belt, he should do pretty well. And then on the guy side, you know, we'll see. It's a toss-up. It's going to be tough.
My last question is to you. Is there any other records that we're going to be looking for you to break?
You know, I looked at a lot of the tennis records there, and we were actually originally going to try to do 3 records, and I was going to do a warm-up record, and then as everybody watched, and the more and more we thought about the day and how many people were going to be around, I just said, that's going to be too much, and I'm probably going to be in a panic attack mode, and I was. So I'm glad that we didn't do that, but who knows? You know, I think it was something fun for tennis. You know, if somebody has a challenge out there, I always like to do the challenges. So, you know, any ideas you guys come up with, I'm always open to ideas.
Awesome. Well,
so
thank you so much, Tracy. Thanks for this awesome event.
Thank you. See you guys.